bonds are actually a hyper dangerous position in inflationary times. The bigger problem than that is if I go and sell my bond on the secondary market, what I'm selling is a 10-year, 5%, $100,000 face value bond in a market where everyone else can go out today and get 10%. And so no one's going to pay me the same. I could just take my 100 grand and buy a 10% bond. Why would I ever buy a 5% bond unless there was some discount making up for the fact that I'm going to get a lower interest rate? And that discount is on the face value. So the secondary market says, hey, I'll buy your bond, but I'm going to pay you $80,000 on your bond because there's only 2 years left. They're going to say, hey, I'll pay you less because I'll get the 100 grand, and what I pick up on the discount is going to make up for the fact that the interest rate's crap. Or if there's like 9 years left, they might say, hey, I don't know where interest rates are going to go. I'll pay you $40,000 for your $100,000 face value bond because I'm not only pricing in the fact that currently your interest rate is crap, I'm also pricing in the fact that there's a huge risk position in this bond that I've got to hold this thing for 9 years, and this interest rate could get worse. And so the secondary market isn't transacting bonds at face value. The secondary market has all these horrific discounts. So I'm stuck with one of these horrible options. I can either hold my shit bond, I'm sorry, for 10 years while getting eaten alive with inflation because the interest rate I'm getting doesn't keep up with inflation. Or I can sell my bond on the secondary market and take a hit on the face value and have a huge discount. I invested 100 grand, but I'm only going to get back 40 grand. I can lock in a 60% loss today. Those are my options in an inflationary time. And if inflation really gets away from us, a whole generation of retirees are going to realize way too late that bonds were one of the least safe places they could possibly be in an inflationary economy. As a US economy, we're way too reliant on bonds, and we are pitched bonds as if they're guaranteed. Yes, the face value is guaranteed if you're willing to ride with a garbage interest rate for a decade. Yes, the face value is guaranteed and the interest rate is guaranteed, but there's no guarantee that that interest rate is going to be keeping up with cost of living, going to be keeping up with inflation. Bonds are actually a hyper dangerous position in inflationary times. And in 2022, 23, 24, we have seen for the first time since the 70s, so effectively in most people's adult lives, that inflation can even be a problem.